Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you like my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. First card out is I was wearing a mask. Okay, somebody wasn't being true to themselves, true to the situation, true to you, right? Somebody has been wearing a mask around you guys, like pretending to be somebody that they're not. But this could be anybody. It could be that somebody was pretending to be a nice person when they really mean and evil. Somebody was pretending to be your friend when they really don't like you, you know, something like that. Okay. Says, I like when you're depressed. That means you still love me. Okay, somebody's crazy. I can do this on, or you can do this on your own for now. I don't want you back. So, okay. Somebody might have been being cruel to you guys recently. Mean, cruel. They could have been acting kind of blasé or flippant, you know, like, kind of acting like they could take you or they could leave you. They didn't have to have you. You know, if they lost you, no bigs. They don't give a fuck. This person was gambling is what it feels like. Like this person was taking a risk. They were gambling. They knew that there was a possibility that they were going to lose you with this behavior, with this treatment towards you. But they continued to like double down, triple down, quadruple down on the matter, you know, being extra mean. Maybe talking over you anytime you tried to have a like civilized, decent conversation, yelling, screaming, calling you out your name, putting their hands on you, you know, looking at you with utter, absolute fucking disgust, just treating you bad, treating you like shit, treating you like you never meant anything to them, like you never had any value in the situation, right? And I feel like that could have caused you to start to go into a depression. And this person, instead of saying, you know, I'm doing too much, or maybe I should stop this, or maybe she's going to reach her breaking point and leave me behind and never fuck with me again, or he, depending on who you are. I feel like when you started to go into that state of depression, it solidified what this person was doing, right? And so it also magnified it. You're actually being affected by what they're doing. So they may feel like, okay, now I have control over the collective, right? This could have been somebody who wanted to have control over you and your life and who you talk to and who you deal with and who you know, interact with and if you move on or not, you know, and you getting into that place of depression. You maybe stopped working. Some of you guys quit your jobs during this time. You maybe don't have a job right now. You could have lost your job because you weren't really coming prepared like you used to, or you weren't coming on time like you used to, or, you know, you're missing out on meetings that you're supposed to be at or whatever, right? Because I feel like somebody may have been working from home and a lot of this drama may have been going down at the house or in the house, or this person may have like broke your work computer or something like that, you know, where it may have ended up getting you into some trouble at work, or you may have even ended up losing your job, which added to your feelings of depression. You're already being physically, verbally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually attacked by this person. You know, now they're taking away your source of income, right? That's putting you in a really, really, really dark place, in a really, really bad position to where you actually will have to depend solely on this person. And I feel like that was this person's goal. So I don't know where you are in the story. Some of y'all, this is just now starting to happen, where this person is being mean to you or hateful towards you, or they're looking at you funny or treating you funny. And you may feel like, what's going on? You know, if you don't fuck with me, if you don't like me, if you don't want to be around me, then go find something else to do. But I feel like this person is hanging on to you. They're still around you. They still live with you, or they still come by your house regularly, or they still text you and call you every day or something. But it's not in a nice way. They don't ever have anything nice to say to you. You know, if they tell you to call them or text them, if you call and or text, they may act irritated or disturbed or bothered. Like I said, they yelling, they screaming, they blaming you for shit. They hate you. You ruin their fucking life. They can't believe they ever met somebody like you, right? Just going the fuck in. So yeah, this is somebody who wants to dominate over you, dominate over your life, and they want to be able to control you. They want you depressed. They want you to not have a job. Now, they may be saying shit like, you know, you're stealing their money, or they don't want to have to provide for you, or they, you know, you a lazy, dumb bitch, you know, or something. They could be saying weird, wild, crazy shit to you, knowing that they're the reason that you no longer have a job, or that you're not able to focus on work, or that you haven't been working or whatever. Like, they know that they're the cause and the reason. But I feel like whoever this is still beating you down about it, or beating you up about it, or blaming you or something, right? Now, some of you guys have gotten out of a situation that was similar. It was abusive, it was violent, it was, you know, a lot of cruelty, a lot of nasty words, you know, a lot of just craziness, a lot of chaos at a certain time in your life in the past, due to you being attached to this crazy person. You know, and I feel like those of you where this is something that happened in the past, of course you don't want this person back. They done called you every name but a child of God. They didn't put their hands on you for some of you guys, you know, and even in the moment, you may not have realized how heavy of a situation and how violent and how bad. But now that you've had time to yourself, you've had time to love on yourself, you've had time to put yourself first. You may also have someone in your life who treats you like royalty, right? They treat you like gold. They treat you like a goddess. They have you on a pedestal. You are everything to them. They worship you. They drink your bathwater. You know, they love it there. So why would you want that person back? Why would you want to go back? So for those of you where you're still doing it on your own, you haven't met this new person yet, or there's no one new in your energy, or you're not really sure if you even want love. I don't know if I want love. I don't know if I want to be single. I don't know if I want to, you know, just date around for a while and see what's out there. I'll say this. Don't look back to this situation because you're bored, or because you're lonely, or because this person comes in with some fancy apology and some fancy words and a gift or two, and you know they got a little money for you, right? Because I kind of feel like somebody is trying to suck you guys back in. Even if you have someone else, this person may still be putting themselves up against this new person, even though they're not an option for you, because you're not worried about this past person, because you don't want them back, right? It says it here. But that doesn't mean anything to this person, right? This person's whole entire mission, the whole goal, and all the time and all the things that have gone down, the whole entire end game was to ultimately put you in a place where you feel like you have to listen to them, you have to get help from them, you have to get money from them, or whatever it is, right? The whole purpose of everything that's going on is for this person to regain or to gain some type of control over your whole entire life. They don't want you to be able to think for yourself. They don't want you to be able to come up. They don't want you to be able to do anything, right? If you have a job, if you working, if you making your own money, you can save and you can move out and you can get the fuck away from them. If you don't have a car, you can save, you can get a car. if you are trying to get back to where your mom and the rest of your family lives, because this person may have moved you to another city, state, country, province, wherever the fuck, right? They could have got you away from everybody so that they could abuse you, so that they could have control over you. You may be embarrassed. You don't necessarily want to call your people for help. Hey, I don't want to be disturbing nobody and begging nobody to save me. I put myself in this situation. I'm going to save myself. That's why this person, they don't want you to have a job, or they don't want you to be self-sufficient, because you can get the fuck away, right? So if you're there or whatever, and you are feeling depressed or whatever, I feel like just focus on getting your money up. Save every penny. I don't give a shit if you got to cut an addiction, right? If this person give you money for cigarettes every day, and you're going to get some cigarette money, save that shit. Fuck them cigarettes, right? I don't care if they giving you $15 a day, $10 a day, $20, save it, right? Go stash it somewhere or whatever, right? Because I feel like somebody really needs some guidance. Somebody is really resonating possibly with this. It just feels like it, and it feels like you are going to have to save yourself. But you may pray a lot, and you may be waiting for and looking for and hoping that you get saved. You will get assistance, right? Like from the universe, from the divines, from the spirit realm, or whatever, however you believe, God. You will get assistance, but you have to do the heavy lifting. You have to start the process. You have to kind of get yourself going. And then once you start getting yourself going and you get a little motivated, you moving in the direction you need to move, that's when the assistance will start to kick in, right from the other side. So, but yeah, that's for those of you where you're still in it. This is crazy. This energy came out yesterday in the oracle deck that I used yesterday. Grudge holder came out. So for those of y'all where you don't want this person back, like, I don't know why this person's energy is always coming out. This person is very angry, very hostile. This is somebody who is stuck, right? This is the epitome of being stuck. Can't move on, can't focus on anybody else, can't fall in love with nobody else, can't pour into another situation, can't really focus on work like they need, like don't really do what they need to do for their kid or kids if they have them. Whoever this is, they cannot focus on their fucking life because they're too busy trying to get you back in some sort of way about this grudge that this person is holding. And it's weird because years are continuing to tick by, so it was like pissing you off and making you angry, and maybe you were attacking them, because they wouldn't leave you alone. And then it got to a point where it was kind of depressing and a little bit sad for you because they wouldn't leave you. Then it got depressing and sad for them because it's like, damn, okay, now we 4, 5, 6, right? Years is tick tick. Okay, so here we are. Now I don't even feel bad for me no more. I done healed. I done got over it. I done moved the fuck on. I'm moving forward. I'm on new dick, right? So it's like, now I pity you. You've been trying to ruin my life for all these years and years and years. And the fact that you have not found shit else to do. You ain't found another bitch to stalk. You ain't fell in love. You ain't shit going for you. All these years, I done been sad. I done been mad. I done been depressed. I healed from that. I moved on. I done got into a new relationship. That ended. Got a new nigga now, right? And you still stuck on little old me? All these years. It's like the grudge is like taking over this person's whole entire fucking life. I mean, this person is doing any and everything that they can to get you to look at them. I got a new job. I got certified over here in this. I'm doing that now. I got a girlfriend. But everything is like, okay, congratulations. Oh, you got a job. Wow. You got certified. Whoa. Nice. Good for you, big guy. That's amazing. Keep going forward. You giving them pep talks and shit. But in you thinking like, yeah, nice. No, whole time he still, you say the wrong thing. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm engaged, bitch. Or what? Still? That's where the pity comes in. Like, damn, you stuck. You really ain't moving on. You really don't like that. Okay, you said you had a girlfriend. What happened? Nah, I never said that. Oh, you don't really like the bitch. You just wanted a reaction. Okay, I see. You know, it sucks. It's sad, but I see you, right? Like, we have snake energy. I mean, what was I just saying? Lying about having, which this person could have somebody, but the person was there to piss you off. The person was there to make you jealous. The person was there to get under your skin. Okay, that's not working. They make she or he, it, whatever the fuck, may still be around, but they're around for this person's physical needs, right? Because they do still need to have sex. They still need to pump on something. They still need a release, okay? So they are still having sex with someone that they are in some sort of fake ass relationship with, possibly. But if they're not even in a relationship, then they may be just sleeping around with any and everybody. There could be one person who's been around for years. They could have somebody who's hanging on to them, chasing them, and wants some sort of status or something real from them that they're not getting and not going to get because this person is still stalking and obsessing and infatuated and fixated on you. So yeah, this person is definitely a snake, okay, 100%, because they have, you know, they're low down. They have a lot of different faces, right? With the I was wearing a mask. They were wearing a certain type of mask towards you, either pretending that they didn't give a fuck about you when you're all that you consume this person's whole entire life. Just, you know, weirdo energy. Why won't you take heed, right? And I feel like that's just your energy. Like you guys may have been trying to warn this person in some sort of way, shape, or form or something like that, where it's just like, you know, you got to get over whatever it is that you're going through. You have to heal whatever is wrong with you. You have to move on. You have to let it go. Right? You got to stop trying to attack me. You have to stop. This person may be heavily in competition with you as well. So, you know, I feel like it was just a lot where you're like, you're going to have to pay for this. You're going to get karma for what you're doing. You know, this person has fallen so far from grace that it's almost like they never were there, right? They're so far from it that it's like, were you ever a good person? Like, were you ever sincere? Were you ever genuine? But I think they were. I think this person was sincere. They were genuine. They were full of hope, life, love at some point in their existence. But this is somebody who has allowed life to whoop that ass, right? Life beat all us down, don't it? I don't give a fuck how perfect your life looks on the outside. That don't mean you don't have trials and tribulations on the inside. Life whoops ass. It's what it does. But this person, maybe they're entitled, right? I don't know. But it's something about this person who feels like they don't deserve to have gone through the trials and tribulations of life that everybody else in the world, oh, I'm hearing it. Okay, this is narcissism, right? This person is entitled, and they feel like they don't have to go through the same problems everybody else has to go through. They should have never had to go through a breakup. They should have never had to go through a divorce. They was gonna be together for the rest of their life. They should have never had to lose a job. They shouldn't, right? So it's like everybody has been fired or everyone laid off or have just quit, right? Like everybody has lost a job. If you're working the same job that you was working when you were in high school today, and I'm telling you this as a friend, you need to go do something else. You go to college. You need to upload some content or something. Break up the fucking monotony. I'm sure you're ready to jump. And don't do it. Don't jump. Just get a new job, okay? Because I could never imagine. I could never imagine that shit. But I know people who just get a job at a convenience store or a fast food restaurant or something like that, you know, and then they just work that bitch for 15. It's like, what? I guess. Talk about not giving a fuck, but that's all right. But this person is not taking heed. right? It's not clicking for this person that they're doing too much. It's not clicking for this person that you really don't want them back because of all the shit they've been doing. It's not clicking, you know, that, and then they just continue to pile on, right? So as you've been like, hey, you're doing too much. I'm going to start to see you different here. And they just keep on doing shit. Now you see them different. They didn't take heed. They didn't listen. They meant nothing to them. Went in one ear and out the other. You don't mean that. You're always going to love me. She always going to choose me. Well, I think you warned this person time and time and time again that, you know, you were not going to continue to be able to be there for them. I'm not going to be able to continue to be your friend. I'm not going to be able to continue to, you know, answer your calls. I'm not going to be able to continue to show up for you in person. You know, I'm not bailing you out. I'm not going to sign no paperwork. I ain't picking you up from nowhere. Like, I feel like you just, because of all that they were doing, every time they did more, you withdrew more. And this person wasn't taking note. Or they were taking note and they didn't give a fuck because they thought it was a joke. I don't know. I'm really confused because I feel like this was not a overnight thing. This was not a here today, gone tomorrow. I feel like this was very gradual. I feel like it was very obvious that you were losing interest in them, that you were falling out of love with them, and that you were also starting to pity them and see them as weird and crazy, and maybe they need help, and maybe they need a doctor, maybe they need some pills, right? So, you know, I think it'd be obvious to anybody who was normal, but this person isn't normal. This person has mental health issues or whatever the fuck. They probably really do need to be on some medicine, right? So, yeah, it wasn't clicking for them. And it wasn't clicking for them because they need help, right? Sad. So now you're guarded, as you should be, because you will be damned. You will be damned, okay? Wish the fuck you would. Stay up in this shit. Go back to this shit. Reopen your heart, energy, efforts, mind, anything to this shit. I feel like it's a big old hell nah. Because why? Why would we do it? We finna get back into the thick of things, yelling, arguing, screaming, fighting, physically getting attacked, physically having to attack a motherfucker to save yourself, you know, running out the house with the kids, hiding in the bathroom. We're not going back there. Oh, no. That ain't where we going. And we can't even, it's like, oh, I'll pity you from way over there. Like, we gotta yell from, you know, across the gap, you know? We gotta put some real distance between us and whoever this person was. So, yeah, no, you're very guarded. And it's very much disturbing this person's peace because all they do is think of you day and night. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, B5. Yes, because I ain't been on here in a while, and it was a bitch that used to stalk my page. That used to get mad that I kept saying that song was by B5 because I'm 35, bitch, right? So that's who I know to sing the song. And some like old grandma was on here like, that's not who sang that song. If you gonna sing the song, you better know who sang it. Bitch, I do know who the fuck sang it during my generation. I don't know who sang it before I was alive. I wasn't here yet. You know what I'm saying? So, B5, okay? All I do is think of you. I don't know the name of the song. Day and night, some shit. So yeah, we have past devil headed your way because all they do is think of you. Okay, so yes, they're most certainly headed your way because you all on this person's mind. But your energy, eyes rolling to the very back of your head, healing, wonderful, and please take me back. Okay, so yeah, your eyes are rolling. You're spending time focusing on yourself. Healing, some of y'all are just now, like I said, getting out of this situation and you're trying to discover who you are, what you want, what direction you want to go in. Do you want to get married again? Don't you? You know, or do you want to be in another long-term commitment or whatever your status was with this person? I feel like it's just time for you to find yourself, and that could be what you're focused on, right? You may not even know what you want to be when you grow up and your ass is already grown, right? It's like I'm grown, I'm adulting, but I don't know where I want to land. I don't know what I want to be. So that could be very much your focus right now is very heavily on you and your destiny and your mission in life and your path and where you're headed and where you're going and what you're doing next. But it's not on this person who is headed straight towards you. We have sex, sex, sex. That's all I care about coming out. So, you know, this is somebody who may have also wanted to have like a crazy amount of sex. You know, like this might have been somebody who wanted to have sex 3 to 5 times a day, right? And you might have been, you know, trying to keep up when you was with this person, or in the beginning when you liked this person. Y'all might have had sex all the time, all throughout the whole day, every day, all day, every day. But you got over that, you grew from that, you had a kid, whatever, right? And so it's like, well, you know, you moved on. But this person remembers that y'all had fire sex. Yes, it was 19 years ago, it was 10 years ago, it was 14 years ago, it was 9 years ago. It may have been years and years and years ago. Your sexual preferences may have changed. You may like totally different shit now. You might like girls when you was hetero before, and now you're not. You know, shit happens. So this person trying to come in towards you with this very, very strong, very, very heavy sexual energy, I feel like is a little bizarre because, I mean, now we've been talking about how crazy this person is, and here I am over here still trying to make sense of their weirdo energy, you know, like, but I really don't know. Like, it's like, it's giving like they feel like they can heal the situation, or you'll reattach to them, or, you know, you guys will be connected and bonded like on a soul level, you know, again, if y'all start having sex again. We have strategic. So this is literally like something that this person has planned out. Hold on, let me cut the deck and see. Yeah, funny. We have liar and manipulator with begging and pleading, and then literally hard pass, eyes rolling. But we have irritating their demons. Keep shining, okay? So the fact that you're happy, you're shining, you're cool on them, all of that is irritating this person. Right there, demons. Because that's low vibrational energy. You have to be a high vibrational person to be like, ooh, this is toxic, this isn't serving me, or ooh, you know, this is disheartening, this doesn't make me happy. Whatever it is that gets you out of a situation, you have to have some light to you, right? You have to have a higher vibration, because if you're in a low vibration, you're going to stick with it. You're going to do the arguing, you're going to do the fighting, you're going to do the screaming, you're going to be cussing them out, you're going to be trying to control them, and you know, I know you better not go be looking at no other bitches, like, but he's looking at the bitches because you can't make him not look at the bitches. Matter of fact, he gonna look at them while he's holding your hand and walking in the store with you, just to let you know, bitch, I'm looking at the bitches, right? Like, you know, that's where you're gonna be back at. And that's where this person wants the situation to be, because they're a liar and a manipulator. So whatever they're saying to you, it is just pretty words. If this person is already back professing their love, and I'm so sorry, and I should have treated you like this, and I should have did that, and I should have handled myself like this, and I'm in therapy now, I'm in counseling, you know, I'm talking to somebody about my childhood wounds. They just saying what the fuck you need to hear to take them back. This is all strategy. This all part of their game. The whole shit. The therapy is a part of their fucking game, right? And the game is getting you back. But, you know, as we know, they just want it for themselves. It's a flex. Is she still stupid? Is she still in love with me? Because we should know at this point in the game that this person never loved you. They still don't love you. This is not about, oh, I love her so much, I love him so much, oh, I'm just so in love with this. This is a flex. Can I get this bitch back? Can I regain control over this person? Can I put my foot back on their neck? You know, like that's what's going on here. That's what they're trying to figure out. They're begging, pleading. There is no, I'm embarrassed. There is no, ooh, I'm clowning myself. There is no, ooh, I look stupid right now. This is all strategy. I'm crying, there's snot. My eyes are red. My forehead vein is pulsating because I'm so worked up, right? That's all a part of the manipulation. Oh, he's crying. He must mean it. He's crying. There's tears coming out of the grown man's eyes. He means what he's saying because he's crying about it. This is the tactic. This is the manipulation. A boy tears. Oh, come on in, come on in. No, close the door in his fucking face, right? Like, that's what Spirit is wanting. Spirit said no, because sex. Remember, that's all this person cares about. And they know, they must feel like they know that if they get in them draws, you're going to be back in. You're going to be hooked, lined, single. And I don't know if this is that y'all have not had sex in a long time. Maybe you cut the sex off so that you could emotionally detach from this person, but they don't want the emotional detachment. They want you to be attached. They want you chasing, screaming, crying, begging. Why not me? Why aren't we together? Why are you doing this to me? That makes this person feel good. It makes them feel larger than life. It makes them feel important because they're not. So they have this constant need to feel important and feel like they're being put on a pedestal because mommy never did it. So, and daddy wasn't around, or vice versa. Daddy never did it. Mommy wasn't around. Maybe both parents was on drugs and didn't give a fuck about the accident that just happened to happen during some high sex one time 36 years ago. Who knows, right? But either way it goes, don't nobody give a fuck about this person. And you caring has now put you in the line of fire. You trying to be good to this fucking diabolical, crazy ass snake, this sadistic fuck, this has put you in harm's way, okay? So let's get a couple more oracle cards and see what's going on, because this person's, you know, they don't have like the self-love that they should have, and you know, the things that most people use to move ahead and let go and heal and you know, become the better version of themselves. This person don't seem to have that capability, you know. And I don't know, a lot of times, 90% of the time, it stems from not having nobody who loved you when you was a child, right? Not being important, being, you know, cast to the side and treated like a burden and all this other kind of shit. So now this person is in, you know, survival mode, and they feel attacked by any and everybody. Look, right while I'm saying that, Paranoia comes out. Fake single. Acting like they're okay with being single, but the paranoia, loyalty, and I feel like that's your energy, right? You're loyal, you're dedicated, you're trustworthy, you're reliable. These are the things that you were to this person while you guys were actually in a commitment. Now, when y'all separated, and this person might have been acting like you was a cheater or a liar, or you wasn't shit the entire time, but that's not how they really feel. Or they would leave you the fuck alone. If you wasn't shit, if you were a liar, if you were cheating with everybody, and you was hanging on all your exes and all this fake ass shit that this person has tried to put on you, there would be nothing for them to hang on to. You would literally be garbage. But you weren't, right? You were good to them. You were loyal to them. You tried to help them. You tried to breathe life into them and build them up and actually be in a partnership and blah, 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 blah. You don't want none of that with this person anymore. Why the fuck would you? But that don't change who you are. You're still loyal. You're still trustworthy. You're still reliable. You're still dedicated. If somebody needs you, if this person needed you to come through, you came through every fucking time, right? So they know you're going to be all those things for the next person. And I feel like that's a part of this person's paranoia. That's a part of their, you know, the fake single energy. Yeah, they're acting like they're okay being single and they're having a good time and this is the best time of their life and they outside. I'm outside. You know, look at all these bad bitches everywhere. But there's always that little bit of, but is the collective with somebody else? Is the collective in love with somebody else? Because they know if, when you fall in love, you will be in love. You will not be fucking on or with them, right? You'll be loyal like you were to them. Never cheated on them because you ain't the cheating type. I'm not going to cheat on my new man. I'm not, just like I didn't cheat on you, right? I'm not going to be a snake to my new situation just like I wasn't a snake to you. You're a snake. You're a liar. You're a cheater. You're not trustworthy. But you can't project those things onto me because that's who the fuck you are, right? And so I think when they had you, they were constantly in this energy of projection because they weren't shit and they weren't doing what the fuck they were supposed to be doing and focusing on the shit they should have been focusing on. They was focusing on trying to fuck the next bitch. They was focusing on trying to secure the next bitch, right? So they lost you. You can't water 2 yards, right? You gotta pick one motherfucker and stay there and see what really paint. But they didn't do that. They couldn't do that. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to see what else was out there while they still had you. Therefore, the grass died where they were at and they lost it. That, that's inevitable. That is not rocket science. You don't have to be a fucking mad genius or anything to come up with that. Like, that's pretty logical and like sensible. I'm not paying this person no attention. I don't talk to this person. I don't make love to this person. I don't do nothing I'm supposed to do with this person that's at the house. Eventually they're gonna get bored. Eventually they're not gonna be into it anymore, right? So yeah, I'm happy being single and ooh, look at all these bitches out here and I'm out fine and I'm finna find a new baddie. She gonna look better than you and all. That's not actually happening because they can't even focus long enough for it to happen. Nobody is believing that this person is off of you or over you or done with you because they talk about you all the fucking time. Harmony, peace, balance, friendship with reboot, wants to leave the past behind and start fresh. I think the fuck not. I think hell no, right? Now this person, so there's going to come a point where all their bullshit, it didn't get them nowhere. Oh, I was mean and cruel to this person. It didn't get me nowhere. Oh, I cheated on this person. It didn't get me nowhere. Oh, I talked shit about this person. It didn't get me nowhere. So all this shit that they've been doing for all these years have amounted to nothing. They are where they started. If all this started because you left them, y'all still the fuck ain't together. So they did all this for all these years for no fucking reason. They didn't do nothing but make you hate the fuck out their ass. All that they were doing all this time. There is no peace. There is no friendship. There is no harmony, right? You don't like this person. I don't want to be your friend. I don't give a fuck what's going on in your life. I don't want to be involved. Don't talk to me 5 years from now. I'm blocking your ass as soon as I get away from you. I'm never going back. I'm never talking to you again. I mean that shit, right? So you're where you are, either already standing on business or prepping and preparing to get to that place because you will be standing on motherfucking business. There will be no backtracking. This is not a motherfucking game. The only motherfucker laughing is you, and I'm laughing at you, not with you, right? So now that you're there, now that you're like in fuck you ain't shit, you don't mean shit, I don't need you no more, I don't want to hear your voice, I don't need to see your face, I don't need to know what the fuck is finna happen to you next. I don't give a fuck about you, right? Now this is somebody that you used to know. The epitome of somebody that you used to know, because you don't know them anymore. They don't know you anymore. You don't want to know them, right? Because y'all are there, y'all are at that, y'all have gotten that far off the beaten path to where it's like somebody that I used to know for me is like somebody that you don't think of, right? You see him somewhere and it's like, I remember this person. I don't give a fuck what the situation. I don't care if this was your husband, your wife, your baby mama, your baby daddy. I don't give a fuck. This is somebody you do not even fucking remember anymore because they did so much. Why would you think of them? There is nothing good to think about, right? So I feel like it's like this person wanting to leave the past behind and start fresh is like they want to reboot. They want to act like nothing ever happened, or maybe you guys can re-meet. Some of y'all have not seen or spoken to or been around this person in years. Others of you, this will happen next year or 2 years from now, and you and this person will be completely strangers. They will not have spoken to you or had anything to do with you because that's how you have wanted it to be this whole time. Right? It's like, this isn't a game. This isn't a joke. This isn't a tactic. This isn't a scare tactic. This isn't a manipulation tactic. This is reality. And now this person is starting to come to reality because they're delusional. So they've been living in a false reality for all these years. But the fact that you finally said, no, I'm never calling you, and it could be like, again, I say it all the time, this is not an overnight. This is not a one day you decided, I'm never talking to them again. This is you're not paying attention to the fact that I haven't called your phone in 9 months? Except for 5 times and not, like, what? I called you 5 times just to see if I could get a bird. Like, I don't know. You ain't paid attention to the fact that I ain't texted you in 7 months. You ain't got a text from me or a call from me and all it, and you think that something is finna be going on here after this. I don't, where are we living at? Where are we in the fucking Twilight Zone? Where we at? Where are we, y'all? Where are we? I don't know. Because it's like, so that now they're in reality. The delusion is gone. The rose-colored glasses are gone. When you wasn't calling them ever, and you wasn't texting them ever, and they're like, oh, it's because I'm going to see you at the house. No, it's because I don't think about you ever. You do not cross my mind at all. Ever. Don't want to talk to you ever. Right? So they coming in wanting peace and all this type of shit, but you feel like this person is like a stranger. You don't know them. Because y'all have not spoken in all this time before y'all actually separated. And now the separation has added on to those months that y'all were building up to not seeing or speaking to this person anymore, right? They don't fuck with you. They've made it clear that they don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with them anymore. Everybody has made it clear that nobody likes anybody. Nobody fucks with anybody. Nobody needs anybody. Nobody likes, loves, misses. None of that shit, right? And so that's why it's always like, what the fuck is going on? Where do we live? Is it the twilight? Because why are you coming back here? Why are you talking to me? Why are you texting me? What are you doing? And it's confusing for the collective. Because you know now that this person is a liar. And you know now that this person is a manipulator. And you know now that this person is trying to strategize and they just want control, and they don't even like you for real, never have since y'all met. So for everything that you now know to be a fact, it's like you want me to push that out of my mind and pretend like I don't know it? You want me to pretend like you like me? You want me to pretend like you love me and find me attractive when you've been looking for a bitch that don't look nothing like me for all these years behind my back and under my nose. Okay, you must think I'm dumb. Or maybe you think I'm desperate. Or maybe you think you're something that you're not, which is a prize. Something is going on here that don't make no fucking sense. What is it? Next card out, infatuation, adoration, addiction, compulsion. So this is not love. This is not you're so beautiful. This is not, I miss you. This is not you did so much for me and now I appreciate it because I lost you and nobody else is. No, this ain't none of that. This is, not only are they trying to see if you still want them or like them, which they know you don't like them, they know you don't want them, but again, it'll be a flex for them if they could get you back in a submissive position, right? It would be a flex, a win for them if they could make you fall in love with this motherfucking lunatic who don't like or love you. And you know this. So if they can get you to fall back in line, they'd be the Mac of all Macs in their mind, because that's important. Playing with people's feelings and emotions and being a manipulative lying snake, that's important in life. That matters. So this is not about you. You're a prize, you're a catch, you're attractive, you're a lot of great things. You're not what they want. But that don't mean that they don't know and recognize that you're what somebody who's actually attracted to you, you're whatever that person who you're their actual type, they would love to have you. You would be a good partner for anybody else. And I feel like this person does not want you to be a good partner for somebody else. They don't want you to be loyal, dedicated, trustworthy, and reliable for someone who would actually deserve it, because they would pour back into you because you they tight. And because they love you and because they like you and value you. They appreciate you. So this person is going out of their way and spending years of their life trying to disturb your peace and keep you from being loved the way you deserve, all because they hate themselves. Because it ain't you that they hate. You've moved on. You don't think about them. You don't text them. You don't call them. You don't talk to them. You talking to other people. You fucking other people. You ain't thinking about this person. So this is not about you, right? Because you're not showing this person that there's any type of door, window open for them to come back into your life. This is about them. They didn't get the other bitch that they thought they was finna get. She left. She went back to her ex. She continued being a nasty whore-ass bop that she is, or whatever the fuck. They didn't get to have the bitch. Oh, then they tried another bitch at this job, and then they another one, and it's just not working out. These bitches ain't smart enough, or they not cool enough, or they can't keep up, or they coochies is loose, whatever it is. But they're not finding anything worth forgetting about you. Or they would, in their mind. If they found something worth it, they'd leave you alone and leave you behind and let it go and move, but they haven't found it. But I'm telling you, that's not the real problem. Is they haven't found it, yes, sure, but they also are afraid of you finding it because they don't want you to have it. It's not that they want to have it first. I think if they found something first, everything they want and are looking for, they may feel content because they may feel like they get to rub something in your face, because sadly, their whole existence revolves around trying to disturb your peace, okay? So they may feel content thinking that you somewhere giving a fuck about them, who being the loser that they are, pretending to be something more in somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know them. You know who they are. You know what they about. You know that they're not really about shit but words and fancy, pretty, dangling shit in people's faces. But you know that this person don't follow through. With everything they say, they're just talking. If they say they gonna buy something, they ain't gonna buy it. If they say they gonna pay a bill, they ain't gonna pay. You know this, right? So it's like, you can go get with another bitch. You can hang the bitch out the window and drive past my house. I'm not gonna give a fuck because I know that you're finna destroy her life. So, I feel like that would satisfy them because they're delusional, right? And they're crazy, right? In real life, we talked about this earlier. So they really would convince themselves that you were jealous and that you cared and that they were hurting you. And that would be okay because their whole mission in life is to hurt you. Because they're crazy and they're sad and they can't move on, okay? It's somebody who lives in the past. And you're not like that. You don't live in the past. You may barely even remember when y'all were together. Those memories could have faded away at this point and stuff. It's like, it could be really, really, really big moments that stand out in your life. Really important shit. And being with this person was not an important time in your life because nothing came of it, right? Like you didn't, get a degree, like nothing important, nothing came of it. If you sat around thinking about your time with this person, you'd probably traumatize yourself and you'd probably be depressed and you'd probably be mad at yourself all over again and wondering why you stayed for as long as you did and why you didn't just let the bitch go when you wanted to let the bitch, you gonna just end up kicking your own self in the ass. So why even think about that time that I wasted in my life? I'm not doing it. I'm only focusing on today and how today is gonna get me a bag tomorrow. Right? So I feel like it's impulse or something that is gonna lead this person to you. Yes, they coming in for peace and balance and friendship and harmony. Yes, they want to leave the past behind and start fresh. Yes, they want you to be dumb for them and they want you to act like they never did none of the shit they did and said none of the shit they said, which it's not like you're like, you said this and you did that and you did this. Like, you don't do that when you deal with this person, right? So because you're not a bitch, they think you forgot. Because you're not whining and crying, they think you forgot. Not that you just don't care because fuck you, you're irrelevant. I ain't fucking with you no more anyway, so I don't have to give a fuck about nothing you did towards me. You didn't do nothing but put yourself out of my life forever. That's not what they think. They don't think that you're like, oh yeah, fuck this person. So, I don't know how y'all are going to handle this. Some of y'all, I feel like, are going to be mad. Like, you may get really angry because they gonna call you or something, or DM you or send you some long-ass emails. Sorries and I should'ves and I shoulda thises and my bad's that's and right? Bullshit, bullshit, fake-ass bullshit, bullshit, fake bullshit. And I think it's going to piss you off. Because I do feel like there was a time where you were like, man, why is this person doing this to me for so long? You know, why this person won't stop? You don't even got to apologize or just stop, right? You don't have to do nothing more than just leave me alone. That's all you have to do. I know that's complicated, but it shouldn't be. Just stop calling me. And don't text me and don't show up to my house and keep your hands off me and stop trying to fuck, you know. And it's just like, you know, right? But they never could do any of the normal shit. It could never just be like, hey, just leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up if you need to about the kids and that's it. You know what I mean? I hit you up about the kids and then we'll just keep it pushing. So you had to completely separate yourself or whatever. I think there was a time that you wanted an apology so that you guys could find balance, right? There was a time years ago when you were like, let's talk this out because we're grown in a bitch. We are adults in this motherfucker. We are not children. So let's talk about the problem so we can overcome it. So we can have peace and balance and harmony, right? Especially if y'all have kids with this person. But no, I'm bitter. I'm mad. I'm bitter. I'm mad. You hurt my feelings. Why? You hurt me. Why? My feelings. Why? Years are going by, but my feelings are still, right? So it's like you got to the point where it's like you a bitch and I can't stand you. Cause nigga, get out your feelings. God damn. My feelings have been hurt before too. You have to heal motherfucking real life. Pretending you healed by wearing a mask, right? Because first card out was I was wearing a mask. So I'm pretending we heal and we... Yeah, but nah, because you acting real unhealed. You acting real pressed and bothered. You can't even have a conversation so we can have peace because we have kids together? Or because we're running a business together, or because we still work together, right? Whatever y'all say situation was, it's like, no, this person was too ignorant and too low vibrational, too toxic, too demonic, too monstrous to get to a positive place. That ain't where they wanted to exist at. They wanted to exist literally, purposely in a negative space. They intentionally kept negativity going so that you all could exist in a negative space and thought that you would stick around in their life after all that they have done. All they have showed you. The terror, the disgust, the embarrassment of this is who I chose. I was so fucking blind and stupid that I couldn't see that this was a fucking demon sitting in my face every day. I was so blind and naive and dumb that I couldn't see that this was a piece of trash floating around in my fucking yard. I couldn't see that this was a crazy bitch who was gonna not be able to move on. Like the embarrassment of all that you could not fucking see that you now see. And they gonna try to act like they're finna hold a grudge and not try to have peace with you when they're the fucking problem. When they're the ones who didn't do shit that they were supposed to do the whole time, yet with the empty promises and the lies and the manipulation and the fake bullshit, the putting on shows and airs for their family and your family more than actually trying to satisfy you. Yeah, no, they didn't want balance and harmony with you. You hurt their feelings. So they lost you. And now they outside. fake happy to be single, paranoid, because they know you the shit. It ain't gonna take you single if you are because you want to be. Right? You may have a nigga that's like, please win. And you're like, look, I don't have what I want. I am not where I want to be. You are not going to force me to be in a relationship with you. I am not ready. Right? It's like, right? Like, this is how you move on. This is what it looks like. But they can't do it. The infatuation, the adoration, the addiction. But it's your energy, though. It's your energy. Because y'all like, what? What addiction to what? I don't know. The cat. You got that meow mix, and this person likes to dig in it, right? They want to get in there. But it's like, no. Let me tell you something. Let me just say something real quick. Because these type of readings be like blowing my mind. They piss me off. You don't treat somebody like trash because your feelings are hurt or whatever excuse you give yourself to mistreat a motherfucker. For as long as you feel like, you can do that. But you don't go back and try to be in that person's life later in any type of capacity. That is cruel as fuck, right? To even try to make somebody wonder, should they take you back? That's fucked up. You did the absolute most. You tore your ass. Get the fuck out of the way. For somebody who wants this person, for somebody who is going to actually appreciate them. Because who don't want to feel loved and appreciated, right? So this person has gone out of their way to make this other energy, to make this collective feel like shit, like trash, like they're nothing, like they have no value, all because their feelings were hurt and they didn't let go when it was time to. All because the situation expired and they continued to fucking dabble and dance around in it. That means that they deserve, in their mind, to attack and destroy somebody else's life until they feel content and satisfied. Or, which is the case here, until this person is able to fucking free themselves and get the fuck away and save theyself from this person who is trying to fucking kill them. All because their feelings got hurt. What a bitch. And now they want to confuse this person. Now, because the collective is sure. This is not someone meant to be in my life. This is not someone meant to come back and reboot in my life. This is not somebody who, this is done. You are not meant to be in my presence, motherfucker. You cannot be a part of my energy, my stratosphere. You can't come into my home. You gotta watch who you fucking with. You don't know who you fucking with, right? Until it's too motherfucking late. So now this person didn't know, they don't know you. I don't care if y'all was together for 19 years. They don't know you, or they would have known that it would get to a place where it is today. They will never step foot in your house. Because you're a demon, you're a devil. I will never let demonic energy into my house intentionally. I would never let my op into my house intentionally. I would never let somebody who wants to harm and hurt me and destroy me simply because I'm a bad bitch into my house on purpose. This person will never step across your fucking door threshold, right? And maybe in the past you tried again to have them in your life and have peace and harmony. So they got to come in. So the delusion is, this is what happened in the past. This is always what's going to happen. But the situation has been developing over time. This person is just blind and they cannot see the development right in front of their eyes because they're delusional and they're crazy, right? Going to the doctor, getting help, getting mental help, getting on medicine and all that type of stuff if you need it is important. It will balance you out and you'll be able to think logically and sure you'll be able to make sense of your thoughts. This person thinks that their thoughts make sense, but they somewhere pressed and mad because they ain't seen this bitch in however long, or they ain't seen their kids in however long, because that's where it got to, or that is where it's headed. It's either to a place where this person don't have no access to their kids and the other parent to their kids, and it's been years because of how ignorant and violent and volatile and cruel and how much of a liar and a manipulator they are, right? Can't trust them no more. You've played nice too many times in my face. You've pretended like you didn't have a problem too many times when you do. You've pretended you didn't have a problem so you could reel me back in and harm me multiple times, right? So it's like, you wisen the fuck up. But this person is like, no, she loved me more than she loved herself. So they never saw the day coming, and now it's here, and they ain't seen this bitch or their kids in however long years. They're blocked everywhere. They don't know where the bitch live. They're spiraling because they didn't believe fat meat was greasy. I guess they actually had to fucking have a piece of it in their fucking mouth before they was like, oh my God, I'm fucking my whole self. I'm fucking my life up. Oh my God, I'm never going to be able to come back from this. Oh my God, this bitch is really about to kick me out of her life forever. Damn, and she look good? And she taking care of herself? Like, oh, okay. That must be for me. Delusional. It's not for you. Right? So. No. So we have second chance. Oh my God. Okay, we finna get out of here. We have manifesting. When y'all get away, we have running at the bottom of the deck, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Like I said, it could be going down for some of y'all, and this person is looking for you and they're spiraling and they're trying to find you. It relocated. You know, you could have even quit your job. This person could be trying to go up to your old job. You ain't there. Or they trying to go to your old house. You're not there. Or they trying to sit around at your mama's house, but you don't ever be there. You know, or something like that. They're trying to find you because their ass is grass. There is no phone calls being made. I'm blocking email addresses. I'm blocking numbers. I'm blocking second numbers. I'm blocking WhatsApps. I'm finding your ass on social media, bitch. I'm finna look you the fuck up and block your bitch ass on there. Motherfucker, when I'm gone, I'm gonna make sure I go the right way. Because I fucked up last time and tried to be nice to your little bitch ass. But we ain't doing that no more. Right? So, we're running. We got it right here. But what's under running? Bothered, bitch. Never satisfied. You were in the way when you were there. You were a bug. How dare you? You a bum ass bitch. You a loser. You garbage. You trash. I hate you. You ain't do nothing but ruin my life. You living with me. You need to pay rent. You need to. They're bothered. Then you go. I'm sick of this. Sick of this motherfucker's mouth. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. I'm sick. Now I'm gone. They're bothered. They're bothered when you're around. They hate your ass. They don't want to look at you. You a hoe. You ugly bitch. Let me run over here to my friend's house and lie and spread rumors and gossip about you like the bitch that I am. Because your name always dancing off the tip of my motherfucking tongue. Then you go and they bothered. You running. Now they bothered. They upset. You done ghosted their ass. Where'd she go? I done came home from work and this motherfucker is empty. Where is this bitch? I'm gone. You thought it was a joke, didn't you? Who laughing now? Because I think he who laughed last laughs the loudest. You laughing. You gone. You done ghosted him. You disappeared. Disappearing act. Now I'm here. Now I'm gone. You left from work. It was furniture in here. You come back. It's none. Wah. How'd you like my magic trick? Right? But they don't see it coming. They don't see it. We have feminine energy, and then we have loss, grief, sorrow, pain. The cards don't lie, but neither does Omni, right? So we have sociopath, lack of empathy, anger issues with resurfacing, reappearing after a period of hiding. If I'm fucking lying, I'm dying to y'all. See, I keep uploading because a bitch don't be lying about nothing, okay? I'm telling you, this is your story, okay? I don't know where you are in the story. You could still be around this person. You could be plotting and planning, saving, moving in silence. You could be on your way out the door. You could have a move out date, December 12th, I'm out of here, right? You could know where you're headed and you could already be on your way. And this person could be trying to razzle and dazzle you and keep you around. But some of y'all are gone. And they trying to pull you back in. Others of you went away and you pulled the disappearing act and you ghosted them and you done blocked them everywhere because we have the GPS location being tracked along with relocated. It's a lot of energy of this person trying to find you, right? So some of y'all are hiding from this person because of how diabolical they are and how violent they are and how sadistic they are and how you feel like this person is trying to end your life and you don't understand why. Damn, I wish I never met you. All I did was love you for all the years that I loved you, and then I left. I even looked you in your face and said, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I didn't ghost you. I didn't cheat on you. Wasn't fucking over. I did it the right way. I said it. I don't want to be with you, as I said. Right? Like, what else do you want? You might have did all the real bitch shit, the hard shit. This person was lying and cheating y'all together because they was too much of a bitch to say, I don't want to be here. But you found the strength and the courage to set this faggot free. Bye, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be with you anymore. Let's go. And they're mad? Weren't you cheating? You should have been the best day of your life. You should have went and got that other ugly bitch. We know. She doesn't look as good of us. But you should have got her. You should have held on to her, because that's your type, for real. It's why you were cheating with the clown. And you should have went on about your business and started a new family. You would have had happiness, peace. You're a new bitch who've been hanging on for all these years like the desperate fucking no self-respect having ass loser that she is, stalking the collective on social media and shit. It's like y'all were meant for each other. She has no self-respect. She's desperate. She's a loser. She's a clown. And so are you. Go over there. I set you free. You didn't even have to tell me you was cheating. You didn't even have to say you fell in love with the sandwich shop bitch. You could have just went. I said bye, motherfucker, and I left. But the sociopath, here we have it. Lack of empathy, anger issues, got mad. How dare you leave me while I'm cheating and treating you like trash at the same time, and you have self-respect, and you didn't even get the proof. You just left? Oh, bitch, you cut from a different type of cloth. I don't need to know why you're treating me different. I just need to know you treat me different. I'm out of here. Bye. I don't know what's going on. Don't want to know. I'm not with you anymore. See ya. Sayonara. Have a good one. Fuck off. But what do? Reappear after a period of resurface. Pop the fuck up. What are you doing here? Where's your bitch? People be crazy and don't be knowing what the fuck they want. So now we have second chance out here, but yes, it's in the reverse. Making amends, opportunity plans, because you are done. You don't want, there is no another chance. There could have been a second chance, third chance, who knows, who gives a fuck. Them chances came, they went, they didn't go nowhere. So yeah, this person want another chance. And I feel like this is more for those of you who have already gotten completely away. If you're still living in the house with this person, they still are under a state of delusion and they still believe that you want them, or y'all are going to continue being around each other, or you not finna ghost their ass and move out right up under their nose. They still think, they still living in a state of fantasy. But for those of you where I feel like I'm talking to a majority of you where you're gone already, whether you're single or you're in a new commitment, this is the one who's coming back for another opportunity after it's been years, right? And I feel like after all that you guys have been through and all that they've done and all that you've done, and I feel like it's been quite a while. It maybe has been somewhere between 2 and 6 years of separation and no contact. So I feel like y'all are going to be the ones to kind of have the person come back and want to be a father to the kids or want to be a mother to the kids, you know, after they've been a deadbeat for all this time. The deadbeat energy was some sort of to try to punish you or to make you undesirable to the opposite sex, which probably made you more desirable because people love to save a damsel in distress, okay? But they were trying to make you less desirable, so they didn't want to have anything to do with their kids, you know, wanted you to seem like a trifling, trashy type of single mom type. But for others of you, it was a punishment for you because they thought that you would not be desirable, you would not be able to date, you wouldn't be able to get no dick, would nobody be wanting to come to your house and fuck on you while your kids were asleep, or you wouldn't be able to go get you no dick in the middle of the night, whatever it was. So this person was trying to control your life and the narrative and all that kind of stuff by being a deadbeat piece of shit to their own fucking kids, who's the only ones being affected by their loserness. But now they're gonna, like, after you said, okay, fuck you, you ain't talked to him for years or however long, y'all may even have new daddy, you know, around for the kids. And that's when this person is gonna want to show up and be there for the kids. And, you know, if y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, then you already know where I'm going with this. This is a Tasha and Martell type. What's his name? I think it's Martell. This is, oh no, Martell is the other one. His name is Mar something, but regardless, this is a situation like that where she has Ken has money, Ken is taking care of her, Ken is taking care of their kids. He's not been around for all these years because he chose to be a deadbeat piece of shit. And now that there's a new man taking care of his old family, now he wants to be involved. He done relocated and moved to Huntsville from Atlanta, all because he wants to disturb their peace and because he's hating because she's finally getting the love that she deserves. That's the same juju that I'm getting here. This person just don't want you to get the love that you deserve, whether you have it or whether they're afraid and paranoid, like the cards has showed, that you're gonna have it, okay? All right, y'all, hopefully this one made sense. I had to stop it a couple times, and so I did lose my train of thought, you know, so hopefully it wasn't too rumbled and jumbled and all over the place. But yeah, that's going to be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you like my vibe. My name is OmniBadu. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, your donations, all of your positive comments. And until next time, bye.